In Turkey, a huge demonstration is again being staged in Istanbul in support of the city's mayor, who is the main rival to the country's leader, President Erdogan, and who was jailed this afternoon on charges of corruption. Ekrem Imamoglu is widely seen as the candidate most likely to defeat President Erdogan in a general election. A ban on demonstrations has been extended, but it's been defied by hundreds of thousands of people. Emily Wither reports.
In the shadow of Istanbul's 4th century aqueduct, police pepper-sprayed young protesters. Many of the young here have only ever known the rule of one man. President Erdogan has been in power for 22 years, and they fear his grip on their country has just got tighter.
We have right to vote. We have right to choose whoever we want to rule us, but he is taking that right from us today.
We want democracy. We want the people to choose the elected, and we want the free will to choose who we want without them being imprisoned.
Outside the office of the jailed mayor, Ekrem Imamoglu, their calls for justice were met again by the force of the state. But away from the clashes, tens of thousands peacefully chanted late into the night, while Imamoglu spent his first night in prison, awaiting trial for terror and corruption charges. The protesters that you see here have defied a government ban. It's their 5th night out protesting, and they say that they're prepared to keep coming out onto the streets despite the police crackdown, despite the threat of arrest, because they feel that they're fighting for the future of their country's democracy. That's why in towns and cities across the country today, millions of Turks patiently waited in long lines to cast a symbolic vote in support of Imamoglu. This, they say, is what President Erdogan feared the most, an election against this popular mayor. The government denies that investigations are politically motivated and says its courts are independent. But many Turks have lost faith in the system. The police have now broken up those demonstrations that we were at earlier in Istanbul outside the municipality office. They used tear gas, pepper spray. They also arrested a number of the protesters and used water cannons. We also saw demonstrations broken up violently in the capital, Ankara. Meanwhile, the opposition say that in that symbolic vote that they held today, over 15 million Turks turned out to cast a symbolic ballot in support of the detained mayor, Ekrem Imamoglu.
Thank you very much. Emily Wither reporting there.